Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing an updated video of my signed book collection, basically all the books that I have signed by the author, and I will go through them and give you a little backstory of how I got the signature, etc. I have done this video one time before, but I'm going to include all of the new books that I've gotten that are signed, obviously, and I'm still going to include my previous ones just in case you're new to my channel and have not had a chance to view that video, and it's a couple of years old. But before we go ahead and get on into the books, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and hit that little bell icon just to throw some support my way. I post new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump on into my signed book collection. These are in no particular order, y'all. So the first one is going to be The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. This is the second book in the Poppy War series, which I have not read. And I actually picked this up at my used bookstore. I just happened to see it, and I already had the Poppy War, so I just bought it because it was super discounted, and I saw that it was a signed collection, which is kind of cool. So it doesn't have any like personalization, but it does have the author's signature. Next, we have Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is book one in her Caraval series. By the way, if I have read and reviewed any of these books, you guys, I will link those videos up in the cards if you're interested in checking them out. But I got this signed by Stephanie a couple of years ago at YALLFest, which is a book festival that I go to every year in the fall, and she's there every year I've been there. So one year I just decided to get my book signed. And this one is personalized. It says, "Welcome, welcome, Megan, to Caraval," and then her signature, because that is the way that the invitations to Caraval start out. So I thought it was kind of neat. Next, we have House of Root and Ruin by Aaron A. Craig. This was just a signed copy that was at my local used bookstore, but they also sell new books, and this was in new condition. And I used my store credits that I had there to buy it, so luckily I didn't have to pay anything for it. But it is a signed edition. And it's some sort of like really light green color, so it's really hard to see. And I'm definitely scared it's gonna fade over time, but it was still kind of cool to have this and to find it. This is definitely one of like the prettiest, aesthetically pleasing books that I own. Next, I have Flamecaster by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is a spin-off to her Seven Realms series, which I read years and years ago. And she was also at YALLFest one year. And this is the only time that I recall her being at YALLFest. But I like this one because of the silver pen on the black background. And it is personalized. Next, we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Same year, she was at YALLFest, and I went to get my book signed by her, personalized. Next, we have Sky in the Deep and Fable by Adrienne Young. I just got these signed last month when I went to YALLFest, and actually my husband got these signed for me. He stood in line for me while I was in a line to receive an art copy, so I actually didn't meet Adrienne, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I think this is, I'm trying to think if this is the first year that she's been there. I want to say yes, but I might be wrong. So it is personalized. That is Sky in the Deep. And Fable. Next, we have Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff, and this was actually sent to me by my good friend Andre, and I don't know if he knew it was a signed edition or not, because when I got it, I was really surprised when I looked in here and saw that it was a signed first edition. So I was just super glad to have that. And to be honest, I never actually finished reading this. I really do mean to finish it at some point. Like, my bookmark is still in there, and I'm on page 498. Like, I got through so much of this and just never finished it. And I think it was around the holiday season, and I just got super busy and put it down and never picked it back up. So, like, I really need to do that. And then we have Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I have not read this book, but I do really enjoy Bridget Kemmerer. I've enjoyed every book I've read by her. And this was one that I just picked up. Actually, no. This is a book that I got for Christmas, and I picked it out. So I knew I was getting the signed edition. I think I was like at the bookstore with my mom when she was buying Christmas gifts. So it's not personalized. But I'm still glad to have a signed book by her because I do like her. Next, we have In the Hills Above the Grist Mill by Calvin Ellis. This is a book that I won from Working Man's Reads channel a couple of years ago, and he had read the book and then was doing a giveaway on his channel, and then whoever won, he sent the book back to Calvin. Calvin signed it and then mailed it to the winner, so I ended up winning. So it is personalized. But this one says, to Megan, thank you for your interest in my book. I hope you enjoy it. From Calvin. Next, I have an art copy of The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. This is an ARC I got at Y'all Fest last year, and I have not read it, and she was signing the ARCs that she was giving away. Usually the publisher gives them away, but she was actually, I think, there with the publisher giving them away, and my husband got this signed for me, so I actually didn't meet her, but it is personalized. Then I have the Fates Divide by Veronica Roth. This is another one that I got signed at Y'all Fest several years ago. She was there. She is not always there every single year, but I enjoy, Divergent. I really enjoyed this series. So everything I've read by Veronica Roth, I've enjoyed. So it is personalized. And this is definitely like a sci-fi fantasy type story. And lastly has to be my favorite, my crowning jewel out of all of these, and that would have to be Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, only because it is my only Sanderson book that I own that is signed, and I own a lot of Sanderson books. And I found this, or my husband actually found this at the used bookstore one day. We were just in the used bookstore, and it was at the bottom of this pile, and this book was $5, y'all. $5, and it's in perfect condition. And it is signed by him. So it's not personalized, but it's edition 204. So it says Skyward. This edition of Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, signed by the author, is limited to 4,000 copies, of which this is number 204. So I just loved that we were able to find that, because it was just a complete stroke of luck. And considering that Brandon is one of my favorite authors and I own so many of his books, it's just really special that I have one that's actually signed, even if I didn't meet him in the process. Okay, you guys, that is it for my signed book collection. I think I grabbed all of them. I hope I'm not missing any of them, but I will continue to gather more books that are signed. I especially like going to book fairs and things like that where I can meet the author and get the book personalized. I just think that's definitely a more special experience, but it's fun to have some books that are signed by the author. Anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, or if you have any special signed edition copies of books that are really special to you, and I will see you all in another video soon. Goodbye!